Got Thayanara versus Bruno Brazil. We're going Thayanara. Got Ricky Simone versus Adrian Yanez. Going Ricky Simone. Navajo Sterling versus Bruno Lopez. Going Navajo Sterling. Got Casey O'Neill versus Gabriel Fernandez. We're going Gabriel Fernandez. Marcin Tybura versus Tyrell Fortune. We're going to go Tyrell Fortune. Chase Hooper versus Lance Gibson Jr. We're going to go with Chase Hooper. Ignacio Bahamendez versus Tofik Musayev. Going Ignacio Bahamendez. Terrence McKinney versus Kyle Nelson. We're going Terrence McKinney, and that fight's going to end in the first round. Mansour Abdul Malik versus Usari Belgari. I'm going Mansour Abdul Malik. Julian Orosa versus Larion Douglas. I'm going Larion Douglas. Michael Chiesa versus Nico Price. I'm going to go Michael Chiesa. Alexa Grasso versus Macy Barber in the co-main event. We're going Alexa Grasso. And Israel Stylebender Adesanya versus Joe Bodybags Pfeiffer. We're going Israel Adesanya to win the main event at UFC Seattle this Saturday. As we always do, to tack on to those quick picks, I'm going to give you my 4 most confident picks on the night. First, Alexei Thayanara over Bruno Brazil. I don't feel Bruno Brazil should be in the UFC. I feel she is only still contracted because she is a part of the Fighting Nerds now, and they are kind of the hot team. So Alexei Thayanara is going to make it look easy. She may get her out of there in the second or third round. The lateral movement and just the footwork is going to be too much for Bruno. Next fight, Navajo Sterling over Bruno Lopez. Navajo Sterling is not, like a lot of people know, he's not quite the prospect everyone thought, but I still feel like he's going to make this fight look fairly easy. Next, Chase Hooper over Lance Gibson Jr. I feel Chase is just going to get it into his world the way he usually does. I think he learned from getting clipped against Hernandez, and I don't think he's ever going to let that happen again. And the fourth and final most confident pick for UFC Seattle is Terrence McKinney over Kyle Nelson. Round 3's underdog lock of the week is Alexei Grasso. The strength of schedule isn't comparable at all. I feel these odds should be flipped. I feel that Macy's going to come into this fight extremely over-emotional, and it's going to put herself in bad spots. Alexei Grasso has championship pedigree at this point, numerous 5-round fights. This is only a 3-rounder, so we don't really have to worry about that, but just the composure I'm speaking to and being in those big moments. For those reasons, give me Alexei Grasso to win the co-main event and for round 3's underdog lock of the week. So that's my take on UFC Seattle. It's going to be super exciting. Once again, UFC setting us up for a movie-like scene, right? The established former champion has all the credentials, and the young up-and-comer trying to take all those credentials. Well, here's how I feel about this fight. I feel that Joe Pfeiffer is going to fight more timid than he usually does. The moment's going to be a bit too big for him. And he'll have his time, but we got ranked number 14 going against ranked number 4. And I think you're going to see that gap. Israel Adesanya is the kind of person who has had no problem not being the best in the world. And for that reason alone, I feel that's why he's going to get back to the top. So I think this is a start to that, and I think this is a start to Adesanya going on a little win streak here before the end of his career. So, Israel Adesanya to win in the main event. Alexei Grasso to win in the co-main event. And that is my take on UFC Seattle, and I will see you next time in round 3.